What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I want to provide you guys with a very important warning about the markets, as we're about to see some crazy volatility very soon. Before I say anything about this though, let me just mention a couple of things. I'm firstly not a financial planner, so make sure you take none of this as financial advice, and don't forget about the Webull link. The offer ends very soon. If you deposit any amount of money into the account, you are guaranteed up to 12 free stocks. The offer ends in just 15 hours. Check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. All right, guys, looking at Tesla, this thing has remained quite bearish so far, coming all the way down to 226, very close to our 225 support. And overall, it's not looking that great from a technical standpoint. But the question is, how will Tesla move very soon, as we have some very big data dropping? So what's happening? At 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, or about 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, or New York time, we have the FOMC minutes coming out. That's about 15 minutes after the market, after this video comes out, right? Very close to when this video is coming out. A little bit after it, we have the minutes coming out, and this is going to give us a lot of insights on what on earth the Fed is going to be doing. We're going to learn more about the opinions of different Fed officials, if they're going to be raising rates again, if they plan on doing that, if they're very fixated on decisions like that, and if they are going to end up planning on cutting in early 2024 or not. So we're going to find out some more insights. They may mention something about that or not. If the Fed says a cut could be coming for next year, or early next year, this could cause the market to pump. If there's no mention of any cuts and they just continue to say they're going to raise rates and they remain more hawkish, then we're going to see, once again, the market not really like that, most likely. And honestly, guys, anything could happen. I can't really predict this perfectly. It really depends on what they say. So we have to just wait and see. So the minutes are going to be coming out. It's just a transcript. It's going to be like the FOMC meeting on paper with more details. And once again, at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for New York time, it's coming out very soon. So what does this mean for Tesla? Basically, Tesla was looking relatively weak. Even today, it looked weak. It got a small little pump in the morning, then came right back down. But here's the thing. If we end up getting decent data and the market likes something such as like a cut being announced or anything like that, hypothetically, we could see Tesla balance and make its way back up above 235 plus and start pushing for 240. But if the data is not good and the market doesn't like it and the Fed is not saying anything about any cuts and they keep saying that they're going to raise rates more, inflation is too hot and this and that, then we're going to see Tesla possibly get another rug pull. It could retest 225. If that fails us, watch 221, 220, 217, 215. We could be dropping all the way down to the low 220s, if not the 215 to 217 area. So there could be a big rug pull coming as well for Tesla. It all depends on what's coming out with the data, so make sure you're ready for this. As soon as we hit 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, in just a couple of minutes, we're going to see crazy volatility. I personally exited all of my options. I am holding shares, of course, for the long term, but when it comes to trading, on my trading accounts, I'm not holding many options. I'm just out of them, holding cash and waiting, because you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be crazy. The volatility is going to be huge, especially because recently the market has seen lots of volatility. So it's going to be interesting. Make sure you are ready for either a big rug pull or a bounce, and you have to be prepared for this. So do what you have to do to manage risks, not financial advice, and be careful if you're holding any options. It's going to be crazy. For SPY, if we get good things coming out from the Fed, we're going to see this thing fly up to 444. If that breaks, we could see this thing push for 447 plus and start pushing back to about 450. Now, if we get the opposite, if we get a very bad piece of news, if the Fed just keeps remaining hawkish, we could start to see a rug pull, and we could see this thing break below 440, retest 440, then break and see 438, 436.5. Very low numbers in the 430s could come if we get a big rug pull. It all depends on the Fed at this point. I can't really predict this, so get ready for some crazy volatility. For something else like Apple, right? Good stuff is going to push this thing up to about 180 plus. Bad pieces of data, if the Fed is too hawkish, we're going to see this thing come down, in my opinion, below 175, if not to 174. 172.5 could also come, and if all of those break, then 170 is on the table. For the QQQ, if we get some good stuff from the Fed, we're going to watch this thing pump up to 368 plus to 370. Could even break that thing, make its way back up to like 372, 375, much higher levels. If we get bad numbers, we're going to see this thing drop all the way down to 360, if not 357 or lower. And the moment it comes out, we're going to see some high volatility. Okay, so be ready for these big moves that are coming. I'm not just talking about like today, we could even see like big moves going into tomorrow as well because of this. So get ready for some crazy volatility and be very careful. Last but not least, for Nvda, before I upload this video, if we get some good stuff, we're going to watch Nvda push all the way up to 450 plus. And if it breaks above 452, we could see 460 as a possibility. This is very volatile, so it wouldn't really surprise me if we see the opposite. If we get a rug pull thanks to the Fed, you're going to be watching Nvidia retest 430 at the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. If that breaks, it's going to come down to about 420 in my opinion, or lower. So make sure you're ready for this. Expect some high volatility, especially on a stock like Nvidia, as it's getting tighter and tighter, and it's going to be very, very interesting to witness. Okay, so please be ready, guys. Crazy volatility is coming. Manage risks however you want. Do what you want to do. Do what's best for your own portfolios, your lives, and please take care and be ready for some crazy, crazy moves. All right, so that's my warning for everyone. Have a great day. Get ready for the data coming out once again at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Tesla and the market to the moon, as the long term is very bright, and peace out.